Hello YouTube, my name is Jeremy and this is Zia Sun Farmstead. Today we're going to walk around our property. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We're starting out when it's a little bit cooler, but in the next few seconds it's going to get really hot. Zia Sun Farmstead has been a long time coming. We started out with fruit trees in our backyard, a small tiny backyard. We went on to aquaponics, which allowed us to grow vegetables and edible fish, and then we moved on to backyard chickens, the legal limit of what we're allowed to in our area. Zia Sun Farmstead is 50 acres of flat, raw land, backed in an arid region. All right, we are in the arid region of the Chihuahuan Desert in southern New Mexico. The normal rainfall here is between 9 inches and 8 inches, depending on the year on average. It gets super hot here. Our temperatures during the winter can go below freezing and well into the hundreds, 100 degree Fahrenheit that is. Matter of fact, a couple days ago, it got to 112. Today, at 9 a.m., it was already 100 degrees. So most of the stuff I have to do is either in the early mornings or late in the evenings. This is typical southwest, southern New Mexico forage. Got a lot of mesquite, very dry here, which this place looks decent compared to the other parts of my property. Our plan is for my family and I to build a farmstead here so we can thrive. Don't ask me why, but we love the desert area. This is going to be a fairly short video because in order to get around the whole property, it takes about a half an hour walking. It's about 1.1 miles from corner post to corner post at the same spot. Everything out here in the desert either wants to sting you, wants to poke you, wants to bite you, or just wants to make you so hot you just drop down. Heat stroke is real prevalent in this area, so make sure that you always hydrate if you're out here. We plan on doing several things with this property in order to develop it, and not develop it in the means that we're going to build big houses or major infrastructure, but we are going to use certain techniques in order to achieve our goals. We're going to use holistic management to graze our sheep out here and green it up. We're also going to use permaculture techniques in order to grow our fruit trees, our nut trees, wood trees. Well, it is so hot here that it actually shut down the phone entirely. So I had to wait for it to cool down to start this video back up. Okay, as you can see how nasty and crunchy it is, we want to repair that. We want to cover the ground. We want to make sure that moisture soaks in because we have so little rain, 8 to 9 inches here. We really need it to sit and soak. So that's going to be one of our goals. All right, one of our primary things that we're going to do first thing in order to get livestock on here is we are going to get fencing repaired. All right, so we are now on my border and my easement, and there's several parts of this fence. This is they only put in a 3-strand, and it wasn't done very well, so we're going to come back and we'll repair all this. The next thing we're going to do, once we clear off all the shrubs and everything about 6 inches off of these, once we fix the barbed wire, reclip them, some parts of the fence are missing barbed wire altogether, we're going to end up putting electric fencing in, high tensile. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring that 40-foot shipping container, high cube. Most people have heard of these shipping containers. Well, we're going to use it for a dual purpose. Half of it we are going to use as storage, put all our gear, tools, equipment in. The other half we are going to make it into a little camp place. So we're going to insulate it, run our solar in there, and have it as a little spot for us to come out and make sure that we're living somewhat comfortably. As you can see here, this is what happens primarily on this land. Where we started out was the nicest and the greenest part of it, as you can see there, with some nice mountains in the background. But a good majority of it is just bare like this. The water just sits and burns off. So an interesting thing here is, if you can see, it's just nasty and bare. A little bit here, but not much going on. Everything still looks dead. It's in the summer now. We are still in June. But if you just come right over here, where it has had plenty of cover, so some of this water can just absorb and soak in, you can start seeing that it's greening up under here. And that's because any precipitation that has happened, or dew or anything else, has been able to absorb into the ground, and the roots have been able to go deeper, and this has been able to grow. Now when we graze this off, it's going to actually allow for this green grass to start growing and the roots to go deeper. They're also going to stomp it down, and it's going to help provide good cover. So this is what our goal is. Our goal is to allow these animals to green up this area in the middle of the desert the best they can. Mind you, we haven't had any rain. Our monsoon season was supposed to have started here in southern New Mexico already, and no rain. But life is already revitalizing itself. A little bit of shade and what I guess small amount of moisture might be in the air. This is amazing. This is what I want the rest of our land to look like. Between that, fruit trees, nut trees. Well, it is well into the 100-degree Fahrenheit weather out here, so we are going to sign off for now. Thank you for joining us. Please like and subscribe. Follow us on this journey.